Okay, students, today we have the triangle sum theorem and the exterior angle theorem. Both really elegant mathematical theorems that we're going to be applying here today. For the triangle sum theorem, we've already proved that. You watched the little video I did, and we saw that the angles A, B, and C in the triangle in the picture added up to 180 degrees because they form a straight line. Okay, so we're going to continue with deductive reasoning. And we're going to show that we can apply the triangle sum theorem today and also the exterior angle theorem to discover key information about triangles. Okay, first, the triangle sum theorem, we know that the angles, the interior angles, I should say, of triangle ABC shown here are going to add up to what? Now this is a relatively easy kind of problem, but I want you to make sure to use good mathematical syntax, it's called here. Just because it's good practice for situations where the problems would be more difficult, but also more fundamentally because our mathematical syntax shows the deductive reasoning. This little M says measure, the measure of angle C. So we have this statement. It's true because of the triangle sum theorem. We know it's true that 63 degrees plus 42 degrees plus the measure of angle C add up to 180 degrees. It's got to be true. Okay. Our next step, I'll show my sub-steps here in this magenta color. We have 63 plus 42. Last I checked, that's 105. Yeah. Go back to black. Plus the measure of angle C equals 180 degrees. We're going to subtract 105 on both sides using the subtraction property of equality. We're going to make a 0 here. Minus 105. And we get, using the triangle sum theorem, the measure of angle C equals 180 minus 105, which is 75 degrees. Now that's pretty straightforward, and I happen to know it's something that you guys have done in previous years as well, actually back in the 6th grade even. So now we have something a little bit new that's based on the triangle sum theorem, but it expands it outward a bit. It's called the exterior angle theorem. And there's an interesting leap here, which is that you can look and see that there's angles that are actually outside the triangle, that are connected to the triangle if you extend a line off it. For instance, this line here kind of goes off into the distance. And we have this line AC, this line segment AC, and this ray CD together mark out what's called an exterior angle of this triangle, and we're going to name that angle ACD. Angle ACD is exterior to triangle ABC. Okay, so here's the logic I want to walk you through, and we're going to kind of back into this exterior angle theorem. We know that the interior angles of the triangle add up to 180 degrees, and we also know that this angle here, ACD, plus, use a different color, this angle here, together add up to what? Well, they add up to 182. So we can make this statement. 83 degrees plus measure of angle ACB, we're going to call it. That's that interior angle that we don't know. Add up to 180 We subtract 83 on both sides, and we learn that the measure of angle ACB is 97 degrees. I'll write that here. This is now 97 degrees. Okay, so now we have all three angles of the interior of the triangle, and we're going to add them up and say that those angles add up to 180. So we're going to make a new statement here, and we're going to say angle A up in the corner, that's 9x plus 4 degrees. I'll keep it in parentheses for now. We're going to drop that in a minute. Plus angle B, which is 4x plus 1 degrees. Plus this 97 degrees that we found adds to 180. Okay, now using logical operations, we're going to combine like terms. We're going to say that 9x and 4x, well, 9 and 4 is 13, so we have 13x's plus 5 here. The 4 and the 1 make 5, plus 97, still add to 180. 5 and 97, the 13x drops down. 5 and 97 is going to add to 102. Subtract 1 and 2 on both sides. And we're left with 13x equals, let's see, this is going to be 180 minus 100 is going to be 80, and so that leaves us with 78 degrees. Okay, now we make a 1, divide both sides by 13, get the x by itself, and it turns out that 78 divided by 13 is 6. Okay, now I want you to kind of look here and put this in a different color because it's so cool. We know that now, I'll pick hot pink this time, x equals 6. We did all this work and found out that x equals 6. So now we know that the measure of angle A is 9 times 6, that's 54, plus 4 is 58 degrees. The measure of angle B is 4 times 6, that's 24, plus 1 is 25 degrees. Now in your head, I want you to add up 25 and 58. The way I would do it is I can add 50 and 20, that's 70. And then 8 and 5 is 13, and 70 plus 13 is 83. And you may notice that 83 right there. And this is what the exterior angle theorem actually says, which is that the two remote interior angles of the triangle, in this case A and B, their measures are going to add up to, again, this angle here, A, C, D. That's it. We're going to practice this using a variety of means over the next couple of days, and have fun.